drop in fuel prices across the UAE, your taxi fares will be dropping as well. And thanks to the UAE gas prices being slashed in Dubai and Sharjah, minimum fares have dropped to 15.5 dirhams from 17.5 dirhams.
That's money in your pocket. Taxi riders who use the SRTA services on August 6th also confirmed the drop in minimum fares. So last month, the minimum fare increased from 13.5 to 17.5 after the Sharjah RTA said it would, set its taxi fares each month based on the latest fuel prices in the country. So as we see which makes sense, right? So as we see the fuel prices go up and down every month, the Sharjah RTA are also going to go up and down with their taxi fares. I get it.
Eeks. I mean, like, it sounds good for now, but like as fuel prices increase, you just know in your head that, okay, fares would increase as well. But I had this question for you a couple weeks ago, if you remember. I'm like, why aren't cab fares dropping if like fuel prices are dropping? But yeah, I guess it is in Sharjah.
Well, they weren't going up either.
They were, no? Like they were increased.
Uber went up.
No, all like they announced it 2 months ago that cab fares
up
once, yeah, they announced it once, yeah, that cab fares will increase in line with fuel prices increasing. And then I'm like, okay, well now they're dropping. Why aren't cab fares dropping?
But this is the thing, and I think it's cool that it's happening. But at the same time, if you kind of need because RTA, we think of it as like it's nearly public transport, as in it's run by the government authority and body. So you kind of want a stable price. If you're budgeting for the next 6 months, it's convenient to know exactly what you're going to be paying. So yes, like we've seen quite a rise in fuel prices over the last year. Like it's been quite dramatic. So therefore, if fuel prices raise once, I get it. If they're always raising every month, it's very tricky to. It's very tricky. I can see the benefits, I see the pros and cons against it, but if they raise once, even though our fuel prices have raised a lot in the last year, I get that. Pros and cons on either side, I would say.
Very true. Like if it is increased, like since it's increased 2 months ago for Dubai RTA taxis, Hala taxis, and if it stays that amount, even with the fuel rising, like maybe to 5 dirhams, if it stays that same amount, it makes sense. But you know, if it keeps going up and not down with the fuel prices, then it's like, you know, then you have a few questions in your mind. I feel
like they have our back. I feel like RTA public taxis in general are cheaper than places.
Of course.
Now, for people who are not getting RTA taxis, for people who are walking around DIFC,